god of humanity. All right.
You ready?
Oh, he didn't tell me it was across the chest. Oh, that's a snaky one.
You know what?
Yeah, man.
October 14th, 2020, Wednesday night, AEW Dynamite 1 year anniversary.
That's right. What a year it was. What a year it was. We're just going to jump into what happened tonight. The whole year, that's another show, right?
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
So we got right off the hop. We got 3 championship matches tonight. First of which, AEW Tag Team Championship match. We got the best friends coming at you against those stinky old FTR guys with Telly Smully Blanchard. And what did you think, man? Like, what did you think? Like, it wasn't a Brush of Greatness match, so it wasn't a 20-minute time limit. So we didn't go to full hour, but it could have went an hour, or could it have? Okay, so yeah, and they're going like hard right off the bat. And Tony Schiavone said something nice during the match. He said this is the best year of his life. 1 year of AEW. He said he had the best year of his life so far. I agree. I don't know. This might be 2020. We've pretty much owned it. Maybe this is the best year of our lives. I don't know. But Tony liked hearing that. Oh, then Tully got involved. I went for a suplex, and Tully sweeped the leg, and the guy fell, and they almost got a pin. Dirty cheaters. And what happened? Oh yeah, then best friends hit that soul food half and half move where they hit him with the boot with the neck, drop down into the suplex, and they got then he hit a running knee strike. Trent hit a running knee strike, and that was a near fall. Just so excited. Okay, and then they did a double pop-up powerbomb move, the FTR guys. Imagine if I lifted Jay and threw him over my head, and then some other clone of Dave caught him in a powerbomb. They did that to one of those guys.
I probably wouldn't like that.
And then they hit one of those gory bombs where they just kind of smacked them like that on the back, reverse suplex. They had a top rope suplex, float over reversal. We almost had new tag champions. And they hit a bunch of DDTs on each other, cracked each other's heads real good. Best friends hit that move. Strong zero. They hit that stomp. Not enough. That was a near fall. And then Trent, they were fighting outside the ring. Remember the arcade game that Kip and Miro were playing? Yeah. What happened there?
Oh, Kip got mad because Trent from Best Friends just got smashed right into the arcade machine. Totally obliterated it.
No more.
Totally upsetting Kip, which made him so upset he had to send Penelope out to get help.
Yeah, I sent his woman out to get help. Yeah, so Trent's hurt. He got smoked by that arcade machine pretty bad. And then FTR boys go for their finishing move. I believe they call it the Goodnight Express. Trent's able to get out of there and reverse it. And then, so FTR's getting frustrated. They're going for that intentional DQ, right? Like they're trying to bang one of those other guys to the title, right? But they duck. But then the referee's back's turned, and they weren't able to duck again. It was bing. We have to cheat to keep our titles. FTR wins, and they're mega heels right now. I mean, they are defending their championship title belts like every week so far. You never see the Young Bucks or Kenny fight. Like it's been since the pay-per-view since they'd had matches. I don't know what's going on, man. But FTR are effective heels. Me and Jay both hate them. I'm sure you guys do too.
Yeah, we love to hate them.
Yeah, and so then what happens here? Oh yeah, so then the best friends are like gonna hug it out, like oh we lost, whatever. But then they get jumped by Miro, and then Kip Saban is not too far to follow. And then we go straight to a Miro and Kip Saban match. They're out there, Penelope, and they're going up against Shawn, Maluda, and Lee Jobson, a favorite of Jay and I's.
Yeah, we do love Lee Jobson. He keeps coming out there. He never gives up. And eventually he's going to find a good partner for him, and he's going to start winning matches.
That's right.
I believe in you, Lee.
Maybe he just needs a good managing team. Okay. So then, this was basically kind of like a squash. Miro hits that Boston Crab. He was calling it the Accolade back in Other Company. They win. Miro and Kip Saban win. They get grabbed a mic. They're pissed, right, about this arcade machine, right? I don't know what game it was. They didn't mention. So then, Miro's like, "You break my shit. Game over.
Yeah,
So
Miro and his speaking ability. Wow.
He's a Bulgarian brute, man. He's in
yeah.
the video games. Twitch god. He's a Twitch god. I've heard people refer to him as. I don't know. I haven't been on Twitch really. I heard the girls strip on Twitch and they get kicked off because it's only supposed to be video games. But then Murderhawk beats down Moxley backstage. They cut to the camera and they're backstage and it's Murderhawk beating down Moxley because they're having a title match tonight. That's the main event. More on that later. And then they let us know that it's a world title eliminator tournament next week. I believe it's 8 men into brackets.
Yeah.
And the first match is starting next week. Hangman and Kenny are probably going to face each other in the finals.
Yeah, so you got these tournament brackets for all the titles going on right now.
Yeah. So then MJF's coming out to the ring with Wardlow, and he's inviting Chris Jericho to the ring. And Jericho accepts his invitation, comes out with all the boys, right?
Yeah. Boys being the boys.
That's right.
Sammy finally got his jacket.
That's right. After an epic Judas Singalong, Sammy gets his jacket. But Sammy's upset. He doesn't want to wear his jacket. He doesn't want to wear
he
it.
doesn't like MJF.
Yeah, MJF's a threat to what him and Jericho have, the sex gods. And I don't blame Sammy for being hesitant. I mean, look what MJF did to Cody Rhodes, right?
Yeah.
Thought his Nightmare family is all good. Then title match against Moxley, Cody versus Mox. Cody loses and then gets low blowed by MJF.
Yeah.
Woo, there's some good snap on that. I'd hate to be on the receiving end of that.
Yeah,
I
we got more
that
subscribers.
Okay. So, yeah, Sammy hates the jacket. It's too big. And then Jericho is getting a lot of compliments on his bodacious hair, his abdominals. It's looking good. It's looking slim. MJF's not afraid to notice, you know. And then he wants to touch the hair. He wants to touch the hair so bad, Jay.
This promotion.
Can I touch it?
Yeah,
Can I
whatever.
touch
Go
it?
ahead, you freak.
Woo, that's soft.
I
What
know,
kind of conditioner do you use, man? Shit.
Resume.
All right. So then Jericho's like, cut the shit. Because MJF's got this groundbreaking announcement. The Demo God and the Ratings Ruler, they hate Animal Planet. Jericho hates Animal Planet, but there's a show of mutual respect despite that. And are they going to work together? Will they or won't they? Would MJF join the Inner Circle, Jay?
Oh, I don't fucking know what the hell's going on. So yeah, these guys are basically like, you know, pleasuring each other.
Santana says no, though. Santana says
Santana
no
says no.
way. We're not going to watch this male pleasure fest happen any longer. No, you'll never join the Inner Circle. And then, but Jericho and MJF are going on a one-on-one steak dinner match next week.
Yeah.
They gave us a word for it at the restaurant. More on that later. I probably wrote it
There's
down.
a couple words I'd say if we were in the 80s.
But they're going for a steak dinner next week. Should be fun to watch. And Wardlow and Hager have an intense stare down as they're kind of rolling to the commercial.
And thank God, because that promotion took too fucking long.
Yeah, what kind of steak are they going to be having? Like, is it going to be a Florida steakhouse? I have so many questions. Dude, more on that later.
What was it? What's the next match?
Okay.
I bet you this was.
There wasn't a next match. It was Tony Schiavone and his best friend Britt Baker at
Britt
the
Baker being a
spa.
role model. Be the baddest bitch out there.
Rule number 5, I believe.
Yeah.
Be the yeah. And then so Tony's naked and they're all freaked out. They're like, Tony, you're naked. Ah!
Yeah. Tony was like
let me hang out.
Yeah, when he was getting the wax job there, he looked like he was in heaven because he's surrounded by girls. I'm like,
The chest
I never get to be surrounded by girls like this.
It was
And he probably just,
hilarious.
looking in Reba and Britt's eyes and like, oh my
Doing his
God.
best Steve Carell impression from the 40-year-old virgin. I loved it. And they were like giving each other pulls and tears. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool. And then, yeah, so she's having her comeback match next week. They didn't say who she was facing, but I'm
It'll
interested
probably
now.
be little Kenzie Page.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and then so we got another title match, the TNT Championship match. Our TNT Championship coming hot off the heels off an intense dog collar match. Cody Rhodes, he's got the rock tape going around his neck. Like, he took the fucking beats fucking last week. Like, how do you walk away from that? And he's going up against Orange Cassidy. Cody's got his wife out there with him. And
ran through his trap.
yeah, big time. She knows what she's doing. And then, so Darby's looking on. He's in the bleachers, the cheap cheap seats, and he's watching these guys do their
nose
thing.
is bleeding.
Oof. And then Cody's not having any of the pocket play though. Orange Cassidy's doing a lot of that hands in the pocket shit, and Cody's like, "Oh, TNT champion!
I'm gonna get mad."
Yeah.
Ow.
And then Cassidy kicks the sunglasses away because he's serious now too, because Cody let him know, and it's on. So Cody's not having it, and then he takes a super kick though because he gets too close, and then he's outside the ring, too close to the Dark Order because they're in the stands, and they get involved. Silver runs up, grabs the TNT championship, tries to smoke Cody with it, but Orange Cassidy grabs it, and he's like, "No,
yeah,
doing this the right way, right? I'm a man of honor." What have you. And then so the ref throws out the Dark Order, and then Cody hits the Cody Cutter, followed up with that disaster kick off that second rope. He's doing push-ups. He's kind of wasting a lot of time according to JR and those guys.
Potato.
And then he looks like he's setting up for the pedigree. You know, the bastard not son of Vince from other company, his famous finishing move, but he doesn't get the pedigree. Orange Cassidy hits a diving DDT, which scores a near fall. Then he follows it up with a Michinoku driver, which looks like he folded Cody in half and dropped him on his head. And then there's a figure four, yeah. So Cody's able to lock in this figure four after all this pressure, and they're rolling around, like trying to reverse the pressure. And then I think Orange Cassidy is able to get to those ropes, and they had to break it. But Orange Cassidy's got this move where, imagine if I'm picking up Jay in like a back body drop, but I hold it and then I drop down on my butt, and Jay's head hits the apron and he gets hurt. That's what Orange Cassidy did to Cody on that apron. And then there's a 1 minute warning because I think there's a 20-minute time limit, right? So like the match is almost done. There's 1 minute. Orange Cassidy, could we have a new TNT champion? I don't know. Cody kicks out, and then Orange is going for that orange punch, and then it's reversed, and then he goes for that mouse trap lazy man pin, and then it's 1, 2.
Time expired.
Oh, I'm supposed to be the TNT champion. What happened?
Yeah.
Time limit expired, people.
We could have had Orange Cassidy could have been champ.
Nightmare family prevails. You know, I love hearing that, being a big Nightmare family myself. I heard Cody Rhodes was on the show last week. I don't know where I went. Like, I'd love to have, well, I see him all the time, but, you know, it would have been good to see him here. Anyways, so then Cody retains. It's a draw. So then we're back, we're backstage, and we're having words from Murderhawk and Jake, and then he gets jumped by Mox, because Mox wants payback, right? And their match hasn't even started yet. So we're definitely gonna have a big match coming up for that. Yep. Then Matt Hardy's in the crowd. He's got his entire family with him. Tony Schiavone's got the microphone. He's asking Matt Hardy what's going on. Matt Hardy's like, "I'm 100% cleared, guys. I'm good to go.
I'm done fighting Sammy." And then what's Sammy do?
Burn some photos. Says,
"I'm gonna put you back in the hospital, broken Dick Hardy."
That's right. He'll never stop coming. Like, he's burning photos of the man.
He's pissed off because he got a jacket that was too big for him.
That's true. Sammy's got a lot of beef, a lot of feuds going on the go right now. And it was Sammy revealed that he was the one who stomped out Matt Hardy a few weeks ago, in case anyone remembered. So then, pardon me, we have a 4-way #1 contender tag championship match next week for the #1 contender going into the Full Gear pay-per-view. So they're out there, they're drawing lottery balls. Schiavone's had a busy night. He's out there with a microphone. And then everyone's out there. The Young Bucks, they come out there, and they got a strong handshake with FTR.
We're douchebags.
Fucking kill you.
We're douchebags.
Fucking kill you.
We're
and kick you in the
douchebags.
fucking face.
Okay.
And then they super kick everyone.
Big alien cells. It's just great.
And then it's like a final 2 teams in the ring is those Private Party boys and the Young Bucks, and they pretend to be friends. It's like, it's okay, it's cool. And then I'm not feeling a super kick tonight, but they super kick him, in the face. And then we have an AEW Women's Championship match. I guess Big Swole is got a match against Akira Shida. And they tell us now that Shida is 144 days as champion as of today. She beat Riho's record, who is the prior holder of that record, and she beat her by 1 day. So, Shida gets shoved into the cameraman by Big Swole. This wasn't really a great match. Remember when Big Swole was going for that sunset flip power bomb, and then she fucked that up? She followed it up with a few cutters outside and inside of the ring.
After that, the momentum of the match was, well, it just wasn't good in the first place.
Yeah. She hits that dirty dancing rolling elbow finishing move, but Shida's able to grab the rope to break the pin, and then then she reverses it again. Shida reverses it and follows it up with 2 running knee strikes, and Shida's still our champion. I prefer Shida over Big Swole. Let's get Britt into the mix and let's start mixing it up.
World's Greatest Alien, where are you? Because we need you.
Yeah, you need to come back to the our galaxy and represent. What happens next? Oh yeah, the La Dina Debonair. That's what it's called next week. And we're also having 2 weeks from now, Cody versus Orange Cassidy in a TNT Championship rematch. Hopefully there's no time limit this time.
Part 2.
I'm still going for Cody. And then we have a little Shawn Spears video, and is he stalking Scorpio Sky? That's the question that I haven't been asking, but I guess they're asking it on Dark.
I'm not asking it.
And Shawn Spears says that Scorpio Sky owes him a moment. Okay.
Neat.
All right. So then we're going into the main event now. On color commentary, we have that bum Eddie Kingston with the Lucha Brothers. Lucha Brothers have to go against Eddie Kingston and become face because Eddie Kingston sucks. And this is a no disqualification match for the AEW Championship. We got Jon Moxley going against Murderhawk Lance Archer with Jake the Snake Roberts. And wow, yeah, Murderhawk comes out there with this German war helmet on. And he throws like this guy through like the entranceway, like through some drywall or some shit.
I thought it was Brian Pillman Jr.
Could have been.
Sure.
Could have been. Then, so it was a fast start. Moxley hits that paradigm shift right away. Murderhawk kicks out.
Yeah, we thought it could have been like a super fast squash match.
I didn't know how much time was remaining. I never like to look at the clock while I'm watching, right? Because then it's like, I don't know, it stretches us out. It's such a good show. I wish it was 3 hours. So I was like, oh, is it over? Is this like the final minute? But no, they had a match. What is it? Yeah, Murderhawk's running off the apron. He hits a cannonball, whatever you call it, somersault onto Moxley. It's pretty impressive. Then it cuts to Jake Roberts right before the picture-in-picture. He's got some serious. It's not booze sweats. We know that DDP helped him out. It's some detox sweats or something, man. He was worried. He was into the match. And then Eddie Kingston's talking about Moxley, how they have history. They used to be friends, but then Moxley said he promised to take him to. Moxley promised to take him with him to the land of the sports entertainers, and it didn't quite work out that way. We know it worked out well for Moxley. I mean, he's the champion now. Not so well for Eddie Kingston though. But Eddie Kingston sucks. So then Moxley hits a German suplex. There's some chair shots. They're trading chair shots. I think Moxley throws a chair right into Murderhawk's face. Then Murderhawk rock bottoms Moxley through 2 chairs that are set up.
Yeah.
He reverses into an ankle lock. Moxley does, but then there's some trash can shots. I think Murderhawk hits a low blow on the apron. But then Moxley hits a DDT off the apron through the tables. That's probably the biggest spot of the match, I'd say. His Percocet dealer is making some bank tonight, and he hits that paradigm shift, follows it up into a bulldog choke. Archer's able to get out. Archer hits a DDT in tribute to his mentor, Jake the Snake Roberts. He hits the blackout. I don't think anyone's ever kicked out of the blackout before, right?
No, Moxley did.
Moxley did, and he just kind of kicked out. He didn't. It wasn't even a pin. What happened? I think Murderhawk was going for the pin, and Moxley just rolled him up quick.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3. Moxley barely escapes. He wins all his big matches, barely. And then Murderhawk beats him down severely after the match. But then Rey Fenix does something surprisingly, because those guys are up there doing the color commentary, right? And he comes out of a chair and he hits Murderhawk in the back. And Murderhawk turns around. He's like, just got swatted by a mosquito. And then Jake's like, oh, not the time. Oh, back off. So then it's Eddie Kingston, the two Lucha Brothers out there. And yeah, they're showing mercy. And like Kingston's like, yeah, get up, Mox. Like, we went up and down to Rhodes together and all this shit.
Remember the bar that we used to drink at? Yeah, we used to have good times. We used to be really good. And there's all the goodness and more goodness. You're going to take it land to sports entertainment, but you've took it back on us. And then stuff like this happened.
Oh, face. Oh. Yeah. So yeah, he got hit with that. Mox is out. And I'm just gonna take a moment here quick and go over here. You know,